Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us is the 2023 Audi S4 Premium Plus, finished off in Daytona Gray Pearl. We'll also go over the MSRP once we get this out on the road, and of course go over all of the unique specs and features that this sporty sedan has to offer. So let's start off with what powers the S4. This has a 3-liter turbocharged V6. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, pumping out 349 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, sent through that Quattro all-wheel drive system, propelling this 3,800-pound sedan from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour. Now, this model also has a lot of options for it. Let's start off with the black optics package, which provides it with all the gloss black accents as well as the wheels, which you will see here shortly. Now, you will notice blacked out Audi logo with the forward facing camera just underneath that. There's also parking sensors, plenty of cutouts too, to provide a lot of cooling to that engine. This also has the adaptive cruise, so it's part of a technology package. There's also cutouts on both sides of those air inlets to provide even better aerodynamics. And it has the LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals with some really nice lines coming down the hood that meet the top of those housings very nicely. So I think it looks very nice, especially with the gloss black accents and with that hexagonal grille. It gives it a unique look. Now, part of that black optics package is these 19-inch wheels. This also has the adaptive sport suspension with the red sport brake calipers too. And it has the sport differentials as well. We have the two-tone for the side mirrors, which have a camera and the integrated turn signal. This does have a sunroof. All the window trim is blacked out, along with that trim piece in the lower side skirt, which is pretty cool because it actually protrudes slightly to give this a little bit of side aggression to it. And I think it has a nice sedan style to it. Flows very nicely to the rear, where this does have a small trunk-mounted spoiler. Would be nice to see that blacked out too, just like the Audi badge. This does have a set of LED taillights with the sequential turn signal design. There's a backup camera, all these sensors, and then this also has the upgraded sport exhaust. So you'll see the quad tip dual exhaust system in that lower diffuser. As we work our way to the cargo space now, you can use the button on the key fob or that button right there, and there's a good amount of storage for any items that you would like to place in the back. There's a net on both sides. There's even a hook up top so you can place bags, groceries, whatever items you may have. A little bit of storage underneath the floor. It's mainly for the spare tire under there, and then you can actually fold down the back seat, so that gives you a lot more interior space if you need to use that. So it makes it for a very practical daily driver. Now, as we work our way to the rear seats, you can lock and unlock this using that door handle there. And then this has a beautiful interior. There's leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, brushed aluminum. This has the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is a part of that Premium Plus package, and a little bit of storage that you can see in the door there. And then that same color makes its way to these back seats, where at 5'10", I have a good amount of space. You can see these storage nets. There's also the temperature adjustments, all of the auxiliaries, even some air vents too. And then for the middle seat, you can fold this armrest down, where you have a little bit of storage on the back side, as well as cup holders on the front section. And you can even fold down this middle seat independently. So if you have some longer items that you need to place through, you can definitely do that. Good amount of visibility for your backseat passengers too. And then the front door panel is just like the rear. However, there's all the window adjustments. The power folding side mirror adjustments are also heated. This has memory seat adjustments, the trunk release, a lot more storage in the lower section. And then take a look at the stitching, which was the same in the rear, but for these front seats, gives it a great look with that S badge. We have the bolstering support. These are even massaging seats, which is really nice touch to see. And then the controls for everything else are surrounding that. Now, the steering wheel has a combination of solid and perforated leather with some brushed aluminum accents. This has the paddle shifters. It's a heated steering wheel too. There's Bluetooth and voice commands, volume and tuning. On this left side, there's the stock for the cruise and adaptive cruise control. And then all of these go through the virtual cockpit. So we will fire that up to further go through this info. So currently you can see on that left side, we have some information that we can scroll through, like the short and long-term memory. There's even the consumption, your fuel level. If I go down one, you can also look at the driver assistance. Front and center, it's showing the tach as well as miles per hour and the driving mode. Currently this is in comfort. And then on that right side, you can see the date and the time. Now, if I click on view, you can bring all of that information up in a full screen right in the center. You can also go into your music and then look at your phone too. You can do that when everything is on that left side as well. So it just depends on what you'd like to see. If you're driving this a little bit more sporty, you want to see that tach front and center as well as the gear that you are in. We have a beautiful design again for this wheel. And on this left side, you can see there's a little bit of storage down below, more carbon fiber surrounding the headlight controls. And then for the infotainment system, on this left side, if I click on home, that gets you to all these icons here. I can also scroll over where you have the triple screen view basically for your media, phone, and navigation. And then you can go through all these icons just depending on what you need to use. Now on this left side, there's shortcuts to nav when you have that up and running. There's also your phone when you have that paired. You can get into the different music icons. And then you can even go through your drive select. So your different driving modes for this and for that suspension. You have driver assistance, lighting and visibility, basically everything that you want to set this up to your liking. Now underneath that, you will notice that the air vents go all the way to the passenger side. So it makes it flow nicely, almost like it's one continuous piece with the carbon fiber just underneath that. Now right in the middle, there's another LCD screen for all of the climates. If you just hover your finger on top of these, that will actually show you whether you want to go up or down to be able to control whatever it is. So if I want to go to AC on, I can just toggle that up, hover my finger again, it'll show me to push down in order to shut that off. Now these are also heated seats, temperature dials are on both sides. And then underneath that, there is a shortcut to the drive select, so you can quickly get into that. There's the engine start stop, traction control, as well as parking sensors, and then you can actually shut that upper screen off. You can tap on it to turn it back on as well. There's a few auxiliaries underneath that with a little bit of storage, 2 cup holders, and this square-shaped storage just in front of the shifter, which does have leather on it. Now if I push on the release and push this forwards, that will activate reverse, of course, where you can see that with the top-down view, and then we can also go through the different angles just depending on what you need to see. You can also place where the front and rear wheels are, so it gives you a lot of visibility for parking lot situations, of course. Drive is to the back. If I push it to the right, that allows you to shift using the paddles, or you can shift using the actual shifter itself. You'll see more carbon fiber on this right side with volume and tuning for the radio. A little bit of storage. You could maybe place the key fob there if you wanted to. The electronic parking brake is just behind that. And then for the center armrest and storage space, it's actually exposed. So if I open this up the rest of the way, now you can see the full wireless charging pad, a little bit of storage and some auxiliaries. And of course it's finished off in leather. Glove box has a good amount of storage space to it as well. And then this has the sunroof with the manual adjustment for that sunshade. There's the touch sensitive dome lights and a few call buttons right in the middle, along with the control to be able to open and tilt the sunroof. And then as far as visibility goes, it is very easy to see around this smaller size sedan. And then from second gear, here we go. It is a quick car for sure. Crisp in the shifts. You can hear slight crackles in that upgraded exhaust, which is nice, but it is very mild. Again, for an Audi, the German engineering, it's going to be very, very refined, but I do like that they give you a little bit of sound if that is what you're looking for. So the mid 60 grand mark for this S4, and it is nice. It is what you would expect from an Audi. There's really nothing that I can pick apart. The infotainment system might be the only thing that some people might not be a fan of with the design of how it is, but it gives you everything that you need. I think it's a nice design. Maybe the 2024 model will be completely new. I'm not sure Audi's run for the next generation, but this is a solid interior. I really like everything that's available. And of course, if this is a little bit expensive for you, you can get the S4 without some of the options that you see today. And of course, you can go with the A4, which is going to have a different engine. So you're not gonna hear some of those pops. But again, just depends on what you were looking to do with your family style sedan. It's also very comfortable and quiet. There's no road noise, wind noise. We have that shortcut button on the side to the massaging seats, so I can activate those. It gives you the best of both worlds. I've been in a lot of newer vehicles that have the massaging seats, and I've been starting to use them more. It's helped me out, especially I do a lot of driving, as you can tell, and just having that, putting miles behind these vehicles that I'm in, it's a cool option. I think more vehicles should have that. I was kind of surprised to see it, but again, for the price point, you would think that would be included like it is, which is very nice. So it's a perfect daily driver. You can rack up the miles. Audis, from my personal experience, are very reliable, so this is something that you can definitely drive every single day, and it's very practical and sporty if you want a multi-purpose sedan like this. And from second gear, here we go. And that is going to wrap it up for this 2023 Audi S4 Premium Plus. Once again, a huge shout out to Audi Northlake for providing this vehicle for me today. Check out their website. That link is down in the description. Give the video a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.